Hi everyone, Father Joe O'Brien from St. Mary's in Coxsackie and St. Patrick's in Ravenna. I want to tell you a story about me. One a few years ago when I was injured in a fall on some black ice. And when I fell on this sidewalk, I ended up injuring both of my shoulders. I tore my rotator cuffs, both of them. I had almost no use of my arms for a few weeks while I was going through physical therapy to regain that motion and strength again. And I came to depend upon a lot of people during that period of time. Some people helped me with everyday things. Even just buttoning my shirt was an ordeal. Retired priest in the parish helped me out. Our deacon helped us out. Altar servers helped us out. Eucharistic ministers, all doing things I couldn't do because I had largely lost the use of my arms for a couple of weeks. You know, folks, I want to tell you a story. Just recently we had that Exodus reading at Sunday Mass, a story about Moses, how he had lifted his arms in prayer to help support the Israelite army when they were in battle with the Amalekites. As the day went on and Moses prayed, his army prevailed. But as he grew weary and his arms fell, the Amalekites prevailed. Aaron and Hur came and sat Moses down and held his arms up so he could pray, and eventually the Israelite army prevailed in the field of battle, and they moved on. You know, folks, that reading was not about a little historical story. It was about faith. And you know, folks, this is one of the first times in this passage in Exodus where faith appears in the text. And the context of that faith reference is about steadfastness, presence, commitment, reliability. So you and I have to ask ourselves, well, sometimes faith is in the head or in the heart. Sometimes it's in our actions. And how am I as a person of faith? Am I faithful? Am I present? Am I reliable? Can you depend upon me? People might be thinking about faithfulness in marriage, with parents or children, faithfulness at work or in the community, faithfulness and integrity with your finances. All these things come to mind. Hey folks, just about everything in your life, everything you do or say in life involves faith when you think about it that way. Being steady, being present, being constant, being reliable, being someone you can depend upon in every sense of the word. Also, am I being faithful with God? Am I living out my faith? Am I doing what I am called to do? Am I becoming the person I've been called and blessed to be? So folks, this week, give some thought to what it means to be faithful, dependable, reliable, steadfast. Let me be faithful at home. Let me be faithful in my family, in my relationships, faithful in marriage, faithful with my children and parents, faithful with my neighbors and friends, faithful in the community. All these things going on. Now, Moses was not without his struggles. How about you? How about me? If we're struggling with something, let's turn to God's ways and God's wisdom. The God who will provide for you. The God who is faithful to you as you are faithful to God. Now, the world often has suggestions for us, but the world's wisdom shifts and changes with the wind. God's ways are steadfast. God's ways are present to us. So, as you seek to be steadfast and reliable and present with God, well, you might be asking God sometime, Lord, what is required of me? How can I live my life for you? Do you hold back because maybe you're a little worried that God might ask for too much? Don't be worried. Aaron and Hur held Moses' arms up. God will help you. God will hold you up too. Hey folks, till next time, blessings for you and your family.